Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are Minnesota.
It's a gloomy and rainy day this afternoon in St. Petersburg, but thanks to the dome of Tropicana Field, the Twins won't have to worry about Mother Nature as they try to avoid the 3-game sweep by the Rays. Twins baseball on Fox Sports North is presented by State Farm. Welcome to Tropicana Field, everybody. I'm Audra Martin. It is a very special day in baseball as the league honors the legacy of one of the greats in Roberto Clemente. It was 45 years ago that baseball fans saw the final hit of his Hall of Fame career, not realizing his life would soon be cut short in a plane crash as he was delivering relief supplies to earthquake victims in Nicaragua. But helping people was simply who he was as a man, and as a player, he was just as special. A 12-time Gold Glove winner, World Series MVP, and eventually a Hall of Famer. But it was his contributions to his community and the love for those around him that shaped his legacy well beyond the game. And baseball today honors that legacy with the Roberto Clemente Award, which is given to players who best represent the game through character, community involvement, and their contributions on and off the field. And this year, for the second straight year, the Twins nominee is Joe Mauer. Minnesota natives talked to me earlier today saying it's a huge honor, especially to be recognized for his community involvement, considering his Twins community is also his hometown. And when it comes to his manager, well, Paul Molitor says that Joe Mauer is the perfect choice for the award.
That's a very significant award and honoring in our game. For someone to receive that is just symbolic of a man more than a player who goes above and beyond and trying to serve in various capacities. I think we all have known Joe since the beginning here and where his heart's at and the things he's done in trying to give back. You know, to be recognized for that, that's not why he does those things, but it's very fitting that he would be our candidate this year.
Well, coming up, Aaron Slager's debut last month was impressive, but can he repeat that type of performance today against the Rays? Dick Bramer and Bert Bly 11 are on hand to break it all down next, right here on Fox Sports North.
North is presented by Toyota. Tested, trusted Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for the everyday competitor in all of us.
Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays are hoping a September surge will send them back to the postseason. They've won 4 of the 5 games against the Minnesota Twins, and Longoria and the offense a big reason why they've had success against the Twins. They've crept up to within 2 games of the Twins. The number to remember, the number of losses, and the Twins are still tied with the Angels with 67 losses, hoping to put one in the win column here this afternoon. And we welcome you to Tropicana Field. Dick Kramer along with Bert Blyleven. It's been a frustrating start to the month of September, and the Twins are hoping that Aaron Slegers, who gave the Twins a lift in August, can do the same in September.
Yeah, I think what we've seen throughout the summer, a lot of different guys asked to come in and do their job, and Slegers, the 16th pitcher used by Paul Molitor and Neil Allen as a starter. He pitched an outstanding ball game on August 7th. Game 2 of that doubleheader between the Twins and the Indians worked into the 7th inning. Twins ended up winning that ball game, even though Aaron Slegers did not get a decision. He pitched a whale of a ball game.
And if he does so this afternoon, he'll probably take the spot in the rotation for the rest of September. A September where the Twins hope to reemerge as a playoff team, but then so again do the Tampa Bay Rays.
Baseball calendar that bring a special meaning to the game. Today is a day to remember one of the game's greats. Roberto Clemente's impact on the field was undeniable, but it was his work off the field that will always be remembered. His commitment to helping others will continue to influence players for generations to come. It's the Twins and Rays series finale on Roberto Clemente Day. His baseball exploits got him into the Baseball Hall of Fame, but his humanitarian nature is what most people remember him about today. A lot of players have gone into the Baseball Hall of Fame, but not many had the impact in their charitable endeavors the way Clemente did.
Yeah, I agree. I was a part of that Pittsburgh Pirate family, and I did not get an opportunity to meet Roberto Clemente, but sure, Pirates, they talked about him a lot.
It's been a frustrating start to the season, or the month of September, I should say, for Paul Molitor. The Twins having won just one game, and that was a blowout game. And he comes back with as right-handed a lineup as he could possibly have. Brian Dozier, and then six switch hitters in the Twins lineup. Polanco, of course, Buxton's a right-handed batter, another switch hitter, and Eduardo Escobar, Robbie Grossman, Kenny Vargas, Nico Goodrum, Chris Jimenez is a righty, A-Ray Adrianza also a switch hitter.
And the Rays have a left-hander, Blake Snell, on the mound, making his 20th start. And the reason why, because left-handers are hitting only 182 off of them, and right-handers 252. Hard-throwing left-hander, got a hard slider, curveball, and a changeup. He started the season as a number 4 starter. It did not fare too well for him. 3 different stints with the Rays this year, up and down between the big leagues and the AAA Durham.
Been really good as of late, and maybe that in some perverse way is a good omen for the Twins, because Alex Cobb was struggling. He pitched well against the Twins. Jake Odorizzi had been struggling, and he took a no-hit bid into the 7th inning. This guy's been pitching pretty well. Maybe the Twins will score early and often.
Well, you have to have patience with this guy on the pitching rubber. A lot of walks. 50 walks in 105 1/3 innings for Snell.
2-0 to Brian Dozier. 3-0. And the reason he's done so well as of late, he's controlled the walks and really cut them down.
Yeah, his first 15 starts for the Rays this year, 0-6 with a 4.69 ERA. His last 4 starts, 3-0, 2.03 ERA. So yes, he had maybe found something. He came up last year. He walked 51 batters in 89 innings pitched in his rookie season last year.
3-1 to Dozier. A high fly to left field. It's carrying deep to the wall and gone. And a great way for this game to start. Brian Dozier's 29th home run of the year.
Well, you fall behind an account. You've shown them 4 fastballs. They've been all over the place. You come in with another one, hittable for Brian, and he puts the Twins up 1-0. Good start for the Twins offense, who really has sputtered here the first 2 games. So a 3-1 fastball, about chest high, and of course Brian, who can take that high fastball and hit it a long way, does it.
And now inside to Jorge Polanco, first of 6 switch hitters in the Twins lineup. It has to be a Twins record. I mean, the Twins have never been known for a lot of switch hitters anyway, but they have 6 in one lineup. Taken for a strike, 1-1.
I think if they had one more, there would be 7. They have. That's all the switch hitters the Twins have.
Fouled, and it's 1-2.
For Brian Dozier's 26th career leadoff home run, his 7th this season.
One and 2 to Polanco. Half swing, but he went. And Polanco's a strikeout victim on a breaking ball.
And Snell can pick up some strikeouts. 89 strikeouts now in 106 innings pitched. Good hard breaking ball.
Rays out in the field. Have Malik Smith, a speedster, in left. Kevin Kiermaier in center. He runs well. Steven Souza Jr. in right. Longoria, Echeverria, Miller, and Duda, the infielders. Jesus Sucre doing the catching this afternoon. Buxton swings through a fastball. Strike 1. Foul back, and it's 0-2. Myron's handled left-handers awfully well this year. Typically what we see is him hitting 5th now against right-handers and 3rd against lefties. Buxton hitting .306 against lefties. Snell ahead, 0-2. In the dirt.
He tried that breaking ball that struck out Polanco. Scouting report on Snell: a fastball between 91 and 97, hard slider, curveball, and a changeup. Rays' #1 pick back in 2011.
Inside, 2-2. Molitor saw his team in August win 20 games. A lot of one-run losses lately for the Twins. Rolled foul. 5 of the last 7 losses have been by 1 run. I know Twins fans can't help but wonder how many of those 1-run losses might have been wins if Miguel Sano was in the lineup. Their top run producer the first half of the year. Dozier and company trying to do what they can in the absence of the big man. Popped up right side. 3 infielders were on the left side, so it's a long run for Brad Miller. And now Souza makes the run in from right field to make the catch. 2 down. And that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. Third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar. Escobar hitting cleanup. Foul back, strike. You were right, 95, 96 miles per hour. This guy can wing it pretty good.
Looks like he'll go at you with the fastball. That first pitch, try to get ahead with that fastball.
Strike 2. Even without Sano in the lineup for a good chunk of the second half of the season, the Twins are on a pace to score 796 runs, which is a significant upgrade over what they scored last year. 722 runs. And 800 runs these days seems to be the benchmark for a good lineup. If you can score 800 runs, you should have a winning record. Tap foul.
Average higher up from the right side of the plate for Escobar than the left side, hitting .279 as a right-handed hitter, .233 as a left-handed hitter.
High fastball got him. Went upstairs again to get the strikeout, but Brian Dozier with his 29th home run of the year to start the ball game, and Aaron Slangers has an early lead. Important than any of them he hit last year. And he's got one under his belt already here. A 1-0 Twins lead. Kevin Cash with a winning record against the Twins. That's been helped this year because they've won 4 of the 5 games. The Menard batting order for the Rays: Kevin Kiermaier, Corey Dickerson, Evan Longoria, Lucas Duda, Steven Souza Jr., Brad Miller, Adeiny Echeverria, Malek Smith, and Jesus Sucre.
And making his second major league start, Aaron Slegers on the mound. Of course, his first career start against the Rays. 6'10" Slegers.
Missing low ball one. Rays obviously getting their first look at him. And off the plate 2-0.
Slegers had a very good year down in AAA Rochester. 15 wins, 4 losses.
High pop up. Polanco out. Adrianza in, and it's Polanco with the catch, one away. So on a 2-0 pitch, Slegers got Kiermaier to pop up. Northland Ford defense for the Twins, and yeah, a different look with Paul Molitor going with as left-handed a lineup as he could. Adrianza, part-time outfielder. Goodrum making his major league debut in the outfield with Buxton in the middle. Escobar, Polanco, Dozier, Vargas at first, Jimenez behind the plate. And Corey Dickerson, the designated hitter. There's Goodrum, Georgia natives, got some friends and family here. And wouldn't you know it, he gets a start in right field. What we've typically seen against a left-handed starter is Max Kepler not in the lineup and Eddie Rosario in right field, but Paul Molitor trying to be as sensitive as he can to the situation with Hurricane Irma and its imminent pounding of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. One of the reasons that the lineup looks a little bit different. Here's the ball hit down the left field line and a very long run for Adrianza. And he can't get there. And the count to Dickerson, 1-1.
You know, we saw a small crowd last night. Also another, looks like a smaller crowd here this afternoon. But yeah, a lot of people are leaving town. I know down south, Key West, Florida, mandatory evacuation. So yeah, everybody's trying to prepare here in Florida in case what might happen.
1-1 to Dickerson. Popped up, backhand out of play. Well, what'd you say? You heard that Interstate 75 northbound was bumper to bumper?
Yeah, my wife Gail went back to Fort Myers this morning, and driving south, she said, coming up north 75 bumper to bumper all the way. So a lot of people leaving.
The NFL game between the Dolphins and the Buccaneers has been postponed. That was supposed to be played on Sunday. The Florida State League playoffs, they will have co-champions this year because they won't have a final round. They'll play what would have been the semifinal round, and whoever wins those rounds will be crowned co-champions of the Florida State League.
Yeah, Fort Myers actually played against Palm Beach last night. They lost 3-2, and they'll play one game, and if Fort Myers wins, there'll be game 3 to determine who wins that division title. Slegers here in Minnesota in game 2 threw 82 pitches, 52 for strikes, so good strike to ball ratio. Did allow 1 home run, and that was to Jay Bruce in the 4th inning of the Indians.
Up and away, 2-2. Slegers gets a strikeout, 2 down.
Good fastball middle end. Dickerson swings through it. A lot of times we can only go off minor league numbers. 5 minor league seasons for Slegers in the Twin system signed by them out of the University of Indiana. Averaging about 2 walks per 9 innings and 6.7 strikeouts in 6 2/3 innings in the minor leagues. Those are his numbers this year in Rochester. You can see only 29 walks in 149 innings pitched.
High blast to left center field. Buxton watches it go, and we've got a tie game. Longoria hitting his 18th.
Well, it looked like, you know, he watched Slegers go at Kiermaier and Dickerson try to get ahead with that fastball, and he jumped on that first fastball.
Wanted it down away and didn't quite get there.
No, pretty much right down the heart of the plate. Longoria, good extension. Makes it a 1-1 ball game with his 18th home run.
So it's tied at 1. And now the guy who drove in both Rays runs last night, Lucas Duda, with a home run and a double against Bartolo Colon. And Sluggers misses outside, ball 1.
Duda coming over from the Met organization. 10 home runs as a Tampa Bay Rays first baseman, designated hitter. 17 when he was with the Mets. A lot of power. Guy that stands right on top of the plate, has that uppercut swing.
Swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
See where he stands in that batter's box. His hands almost over the inner part.
What we've seen in the first inning here tonight, the quintessential Rays inning. A home run and a couple of strikeouts. We're tied at 1. Longoria's home run, tying the game at 1. It was his first home run in 124 at bats. Here's Grossman last night getting the Twins on the board in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that tank out there, the Rays tank, was built in 2006. When they first displayed it. That's only the 6th home run that's actually landed in that tank of water. That's hard to believe. Only 6.
Grossman takes outside a ball. I tossed and turned last night. That usually happens after the Twins lose a ball game, but I was perplexed as to why the baseballs say. Baseballs float. They've always floated. When I was a kid, you hit one in the water, you could go in and get it because they floated.
I just told maybe because that was a sinker baller.
Okay.
No, I mean maybe the seams are spread open a little bit to allow that water to get in.
That's my contention, that the baseballs are different this year. They sink. 1 and 2 to Grossman. Inside. Now, if they're waterlogged, eventually, after a couple of days, they'll sink. But look at this. Baseballs don't do that. Even the little kid knows that on the lower left. Everybody knows baseballs float.
Not that one.
And that's out in salt water, right? Because the Rays have to have salt water to live. And it should be more dense than regular fresh water.
Something's up, I'm telling you. Baseballs are different this year. Grossman off the end of the bat and into center field for a leadoff single.
They got a fastball and hit it right back up the middle. So the leadoff hitter is on here in the top of the second. I'm sure we could probably round up some baseballs from maybe last year, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Do a little test.
I'll bet the ones from last year float. There's Kenny Vargas getting some swings from the right side of the plate. And speaking of that, Grossman was, of course, concerned, or the Twins were, about his right-handed swings since he injured his left thumb, but he says it's fine, and he just got a leadoff single. And then that brings to mind the subject of Vargas and his right-handed swing, which has been a bit of an issue this year. He's done much better from the left side of the plate than the right.
Yeah, just hitting 185 as a right-handed hitter, 266 as a left-hander. And the power he has shown has been from the left side.
Well, back. Ooh. One home run and 54 at bats from this side. Generally, the Twins would like to get Vargas's bat going. One and one. Mighty swing and a foul back. Vargas, of course, from Puerto Rico, and his head is in the game. His heart is back home.
I think sometimes, Dick, you know, you look at a guy like Vargas, he's not in the lineup every day. You'll send him down to AAA. He'll start to find it a little bit, and he comes back, doesn't get that everyday opportunity to play in the game. So sometimes it's a learning experience.
Pitches up 2-2.
Take as much batting practice as you can when you don't get an opportunity to be in the lineup on a daily basis, but it's not the same.
It's one of the reasons backup catchers typically hit around 200 or 220, because they don't have the opportunity to catch and get at bats 5 games a week. Instead, it's 1 or 2 games a week. Chopped foul by Vargas. That's the old chicken and the egg. Chicken or the egg. You know, if he starts swinging better, he'll get more at bats. But if he doesn't get more at bats, it's hard for him to start swinging better. 2-2. Twins trying to retake the lead in the second. Came inside, got strike 3.
A slider down and in. Polanco's earlier in the last innings struck out on that almost that same pitch. So strikeout number 2 for Snell. Steve Carlton had the best slider like that. That was his strikeout pitch. It's a nasty pitch.
Nico Goodrum getting the start in right field. Hitless in 5 at bats. Looking for his first big league knock. 1 at bat right-handed, and he struck out. Over the inside corner.
8 years in a minor league system for the Twins, getting an opportunity to get some major league at bats.
And on the outside corner at 94, 0-2.
A nasty curveball for strike 1, then a painted fastball away.
Hit .304 against lefties in Rochester this year. Trying to get a big knock here in the second inning. Outside.
Goodrum, 25 years old, 2nd round pick by the Twins in 2010.
Let me correct myself. Goodrum hit .333 against lefties in Rochester. 1-2. And a breaking ball down and in. Pretty much the same pitch that struck out Vargas. Zubaz Palooza is back September 29th. It's a special ticket package, includes a game ticket and your very own limited edition Minnesota Twins Zubaz pants. Take advantage of this special offer, available exclusively at twinsbaseball.com/Zubaz.
We still have some of those at home.
I wore mine a couple of Mondays ago. Where, you know, they had Players Weekend, and so I announced the following Monday was Announcers Monday. I could wear whatever I wanted, and I pulled out some old Zubaz.
Very nice.
Here's Jimenez, and he takes down and away ball one. You know, if something is never in style, it can never be out of style.
That's right. And you see, they're coming back.
1-0. And at the knees, 1-1.
Change up right there. Six home runs on the season for Jimenez. Like to get that batting average over 200, hitting a 198.
2-1. Four strikeouts already for Snell. Giving up a leadoff home run in the first, a leadoff single in the second. Nice block by Sucre. Ball landed in front of the right-handed batter's box. And it's 3-1 with Adrianza on deck.
See this ball, where this ball lands. Sucre just knocking it down, keeps Grossman at first. See if Jimenez gets a fastball he can drive right here. Number 8 hitter in the lineup.
Took a strike over the inside corner.
And inside.
Grossman will leave early, but Duda's going to hold him on. To right field, a base hit. Grossman will round second and go to third. Sounded like he cracked his bat, but Jimenez, who doesn't go to the opposite field very often, flares one to right, and that'll bring up Adrianza.
Oh, good hitting right there by Jimenez. Jimenez got the count to 3-2, got a fastball. See where this pitch is. Kind of an inside-out swing. And he'll take that in a heartbeat as Grossman hustles over to third.
During the month of August, it seemed like whenever the Twins were in a situation like this, needed a 2-out hit, somebody got it, and that has not been the case in September. Jimenez saying, now I know how Tony Gwynn felt. Inside outing the ball, hitting an opposite field base hit. I'm not sure what the delay is for here. Sucre in front of home plate. In the event Jimenez wants to channel Ricky Henderson.
Hey, he does have one stolen base on the year.
Inside, ball one. Already a lot of pitches for Snell. He's trying to wrap up the second inning, and he hasn't walked anybody. Couple 3-ball counts. Adrianza takes a strike. 1-1.
This is kind of the Snell that they saw when he broke camp with them as their number 4 starter. A lot of pitches in a short amount of time. Guy that walks a lot of guys, strikes out a lot of guys. You can see 21st inning, 24 so far here in the second.
A high fly to left field. Going back is Smith at the wall. Gone. A 3-run home run for A-Ray Adrianza.
Now that's good two-out hitting right there. Adrianza hitting his second home run of the year, his first as a right-handed hitter, and the Twins take a 4-1 lead. So a couple home runs early in this ball game for the Twins. Fastball, inner half of the plate. Adrianza, good swing, and take his time around the bases.
And a thing of beauty, just barely got over the wall. And now Dozier, who hit a leadoff home run in the first inning, and he takes strike one. The left fielder hit one out to left. Dozier takes low, 1-1. Miss. That slider. Assistant hitting coach Rudy Hernandez talking to Adrianza, saying whatever it sounds like in Spanish, attaboy.
Yep.
Drop the head. 2-2. Now in the dirt, a full count. And Snell again has not walked anyone, but he's had some long counts, 50 pitches thrown. And give the Twins hitters some credit here. Dozier in his first at bat, and again here in his second plate appearance, seeing a lot of pitches. The pitcher work.
I remember right at the beginning I said you have to have patience up there because this young man throws a lot of pitches short amount of time.
Sharply hit into the shift. Miller hit right where the ball was hit, and the inning ends with a couple of singles and a big 2-out 3-run home run for Adrianza, and the Twins have their second lead. Infield, and Adrianza with a clutch 3-run home run, giving Aaron Slegers his second lead. Steven Souza Jr., Brad Miller, and Adeiny Echeverria will face Slegers here in the second. Swing and a miss, and we've seen Slegers get some swings and misses in the early going here this afternoon. Fouled back 0-2. We saw Slegers pitch against the Indians 3 weeks ago. We remarked At 6'10", he's got the same frame, although Chris Young a little bit bulkier. But still 6'10", and with kind of the same arm slot over the top. And Young, for the last 5-7 years, has done rather well by pitching up in the strike zone. And we saw Slaggers succeed with that against the Indians.
Yeah, looking back at that game against the Indians, a lot of fly ball outs and the strikeouts coming on that high fastball. So Slaggers picks up his 3rd strikeout.
One down. Let's check in with Audra Martin.
Well, guys, it's time for our car scoop from the clubhouse, and you took Chris Jimenez's words right out of his mouth. He told me earlier today the thing that was most impressive about Slager's debut was how well he attacked the top of the zone. And Chris knows these Rays hitters very well, and he says most of them can handle those high pitches, so that's going to be key for him again here today. Robbie Grossman says it was a big relief last night that he didn't feel any pain on that home run, and he says now really the pain is almost gone. It's more just an annoyance, but he is comfortable swinging from the right side today. Nico Goodrum getting the start today in right field because of, like you said earlier, Eddie Rosario getting the day off, but also because he's had success against Snell in the minor leagues. He was here extra early today getting pointers from the guys on how to handle those fly balls with this roof of Tropicana Field. Guys,
thank you. Here's Brad Miller. 2-0 count now from Slaggers, and a ball hit to right center field, and Goodrum is there for the catch. 2 down. Second time in the early going that Slaggers has fallen behind 2-0 and gotten the fly ball out on the next pitch.
Yeah, again, we saw a lot of that in that game 2 against the Indians. A lot of fly ball outs, pop-ups.
The idea is to get guys out, not necessarily strike them out, right?
Well, you know what, Jim Palmer was probably what? He's probably 6'4", 6'5", but he had that slow, over-the-top type delivery. I think
right.
Doug Fister. You know, guys like that create that good angle. Good breaking ball right there for strike 1.
Batter is Adeiny Echeverria. Chopper toward the hole. Polanco backhands, throws on the run. Off target. Echeverria has a base hit.
Yeah, Echeverria pretty quick out of that batter's box, and Polanco really, I don't know if he had time to set up and make a stronger throw to first base. Tried to do it on the run with his momentum coming toward the third baseline. So shading him a little bit up the middle, going to his right. See, you're trying to utilize that turf to get it over to Vargas, but it was offline.
A 2-out single, and now Malik Smith. Smith filled in center field when Kiermaier was out with his hip injury. Now getting a look in left field with Kiermaier healthy and really responding well to being assigned the leadoff spot.
Smith coming over from the Atlanta Brave organization where he played last year, got traded to Seattle, and then with Seattle maybe a day or two, and then came over to the Rays.
That's to left. Adrianza glides in to make the catch. A good second inning for Slaggers. He's got a 4-1 lead. by Northland Ford. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today. By Grand Casino, the best stories start here. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. And she's reaching for one of the 6 baseballs that sunk in there. Still don't think that's right. There's Polanco leading off the 3rd. In Dumont, Minnesota, when the town team played, somebody hit a home run over the fence and it went into the creek. Well, we'd go out in the creek and get it because it would be floating.
Now, you're making a really good point. I know even in the fantasy camp for the Twins, we play on that backfield.
Yes.
You know, there's a little pond that's next to it. Of course, a lot of the balls are hit that way, and they float, and you have to wait for them to come back.
Into the right field corner, Polanco will have an extra base hit. Rounding first, on his way to second, and he'll hold up there with a leadoff double.
Boy, that's good hitting right there by Polanco. You know, they were really pitching him hard in. He struck out on that slider down and in, and Snell, everything was in, and then he left the ball out over the plate, and Polanco just reached out and went with it. Take a look at the pitch right here. See where it's at. Off the plate at 94. And Polanco, good piece of hitting, just taking it over Duda's head into the corner. You see the carom. We saw the carom last night when Kepler had a little trouble playing that little carom down that right field corner.
And now Buxton hit a fly ball to short right field, his first time up.
See what Byron does here.
Put the fastball up high.
Well, I'd like to try to get Polanco over to third somehow.
Corner infielders are pinched.
Watching Longoria, see if he's going to play back, but he's just off that infield turf on the dirt at third base.
To third base, and Polanco with a steal. And Longoria looking into the dugout saying you may want to take a look at it. It looked like Polanco might have overslid the bag. But staring right down on the play was Eric Cooper.
Well, watch Polanco get a great jump right there, a head first slide.
And they're going to take a look at it. And there might have been a time when the hand was disengaged right there. I think they're going to call him out.
This will give us a good angle right here. Does his hand come off?
Is the wrist still a part of the, well, right there, he's clearly off.
Yep.
And Longoria kept his glove on him, as good infielders do. And you've got to be sure in that situation that you make it. And he beat the throw, but then overslid the bag, it appeared. So we think there will be one out with Buxton at the plate and the base is empty. Right away, Longoria looked into the dugout, made eye contact with Kevin Cash. Out. Overslid the bag. Caught stealing for Polanco, and the leadoff double's wasted.
Well, he had a great jump. It's just not the best of slides. You'd like to hold on to that bag right there with that left hand if you can, but you can see on the outside his hand just kept slipping away, and then the tag was made.
2-0 to Buxton. Popped up. Duda backpedaling. 2 away. And that'll bring up Escobar. Byron trying to go to the opposite field, it appears, on his 2 balls put in play, but they've both been little pop-ups to the right side. And now Escobar with the bases empty and 2 down. We showed you before Twins have fallen out of the second spot in the wild card race to the Angels, who played one more game and won one more game. The two teams are even in the loss column.
Yeah, you know, you have the Angels right now, you know, half a game up. You got the Orioles, the Rangers, these Rays, the Mariners, the Royals.
To center, Kiermaier retreats. And the Twins send just 3 to the plate in the third.
It's two teams heating up at just the right time. Up first is the Cleveland Indians with the win last night over Chicago. That's now 13 straight wins for the Tribe. And that's now the first time in history, or since 1961, that a team has had 13-game winning streaks in back-to-back seasons. And how about the Arizona Diamondbacks? Their streak is up to 12 games. Arizona hasn't trailed in a game since August 25th. That is 98 consecutive innings that they have held a lead. They're just 5 innings away from setting an all-time record in Major League Baseball, guys.
Thank you, Audra. Great bench coaching by the Diamondbacks bench coach Ron Gardenhire. He's done a great job. Here's Jesus Sucre taking ball 1 from Aaron Slegers. And there is an off-speed pitch over for a strike. As for the Indians, they've got Carlos Carrasco going in tonight's game, and then Corey Kluber going tomorrow. So there's a decent chance that the winning streak will be extended. Both Carrasco and Kluber have been outstanding. 1-2.
Change up right there by Slegers.
Sucre, Kiermaier, and Dickerson. The Twins up 4-1.
Fastball up. That's where he wanted it, just out over the plate. It's more the two-seam fastball.
Bounce to third. Escobar back pedals. And over to Vargas, 1 away. State Farm winning combination today. Most wins all time by pitchers 6'10" or more. And Chris Young, the aforementioned former Royal, most recently with the Royals. John Roush was a reliever for the Twins. Eric Hillman, Andrew Sisco. And here this afternoon, 6'10" Aaron Slegers looking for his first Major League win. Tallest guy in baseball right now. Down and in a ball. And as we said when he pitched against the Indians 3 weeks ago, imagine him walking around the campus at IU, Indiana University, at 6'10", and having to explain to everybody that he was on the baseball team, not the basketball team. 2-0. Slaggers has done okay falling behind these hitters 2-0. He's got a couple of them to fly out on the very next pitch. And how about that? A good run. 2 down. 2 down, and Dickerson will come to the plate, but first we'll hear from Audra Martin.
Well, guys, you guys have been talking about Slager's height, and it's certainly an advantage, but it also almost derailed his dreams of a pro baseball career, because back in high school, he grew 7 inches between his junior season and his senior year season. And it actually kept him out of baseball because his bones were growing faster than his tendons. So he was actually having tons of arm pain. He was not able to play baseball. He only pitched 2 innings his senior year, and that caused him to have to kind of give up on the college dream. He ended up actually just walking on to play baseball at Indiana University. He said it was kind of a shock. No one really expected him to grow that fast, that quickly, but no surprise. His parents are very tall. His dad's 7 foot, his mom is 5'11", and he has an older sister who played volleyball in college. Very tall family, guys.
Good genes.
1-0. Fouled back 1-1. One of 35 pitchers that the Twins have used this year, counting Chris Jimenez.
16 different starters.
Up high, and it's 2-1.
And an opportunity to meet his mom and dad when you know, he pitched against the Indians in Minnesota. Very nice couple. And you knew who they were right away.
Yeah, you could find them. Yep. 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2.
I think anytime you walk through an airport or a mall or something and you see somebody that's 6'10" to 7 foot, you kind of always think basketball.
Right.
I mean, that's what you're talking about.
You don't think race car driving.
No. Or jockeying.
2-2. And now a full count with Longoria on deck. Slaggers with 148 1/3 innings pitched in Rochester, just 29 strikes. One of the reasons he's here, he's been a strike thrower.
Yeah, first 3-2 count on a hitter.
40th pitch of the afternoon, and he missed badly. And that gets Longoria to the plate with a man aboard.
First walk.
Longoria teed off on Slager's first pitch, a fastball, and hit it into the seats in left center field to tie the game at 1.
Yeah, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. You see the pitch count at 40, 23 strikes.
Dickerson at first, 2 down. Tossing inside, ball 1. Tampa Bay came to Target Field and won 2 out of 3 in late May. They've won the first 2 of this series.
Longoria's home run, he was homerless in his previous 123 at-bats. It's the longest of his career, 10 years with the Rays. But he sat on that first fastball, tied the game at 1 apiece with his 18th home run.
2-0. Get another fly ball to the outfield on this 2-0 pitch. 3-0, and Duda's on deck. He'd represent the tying run if Longoria reaches. Walk anybody in the first 10 plate appearances. Walked Dickerson. Now 3-0 to Longoria.
And you know Longoria's got the green light if he wants it. But he took the red light.
Took a little breaking ball and got it over. 3-1.
another one.
3-2 now to Longoria.
Back-to-back sliders.
Comes another one. Left it up high. Back-to-back walks. Duda will come to the plate.
And Jimenez will walk the ball out, or hustle the ball out to Slagers.
Twins fans, if you can't catch the games on TV, you can stream them live on your mobile device with Fox Sports Go. Download the app, take Fox Sports North and Twins baseball with you wherever you go.
And pitching coach Neil Allen now. See, this is, you have to tell your pitcher if he's that tall that I will stand on the pitching rubber. You stand behind the mound, please. I did that with Luke Van Meel in the world, in the baseball
7-1?
7-1, yeah. So when I come out and talk to you, you stand on the turf, on the grass. I'll stand on top of the pitching rubber, so we can kind of see eye to eye.
Take a crate out there with you. Well, big spot here suddenly after a couple of 2-out walks, and now Duda, who drove in both Rays runs in their 2-1 win last night, comes up as the tying run today. High fly, center field. Buxton back. Lost it. Going back at the wall. It's gone. Tie game. Buxton lost sight of the ball, but it didn't matter. Duda teeing off on the first pitch, and it's 4 apiece.
Well, Duda with his 11th home run is second in this series. It's a big 3-run home run. That uppercut swing got a fastball. And that uppercut swing creates that height straightaway center. Buxton looked like he had it, and he lost it, and the ball just over the fence.
And over far enough where Buxton, even if he had been in position to jump, I don't think he could have gotten it. Now a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Walks, walks, walks with 2 out.
They will haunt you.
1 strike to Steven Souza Jr. And now 2. Slagers pitched those 148 in the 3rd innings in AAA with just 11 home runs allowed. He's given up 2 here today. 0-2. Toward the hole and through. The inning's still not done. Brad Miller will hit with Souza aboard.
Now all this coming with the first 2 batters being retired. Couple walks, a 3-run home run, a slider that stayed right up there to Souza, and he hit it in the left field. See the breaking ball.
Reached across the plate and hooked it. Miller hit a fly ball to right. Runner goes. Jimenez's throw right there to get him. Perfect throw by Jimenez, and the 3rd inning ends finally, but not until the Rays tie it up with their own 3-run home run.
Offense going for the Twins. A leadoff home run. His 26th career leadoff home run. 7th time he has led off a ball game this year with a home run. But in the bottom of the first, Evan Longoria with 2 outs tied it with his 18th home run. And now another home run. Adrianza, big 3-run home run in the 2nd inning. Twins lead 4-1. But Lucas Duda ties the game with his 3-run home run.
And Robbie Grossman will lead off the 4th. He singled to lead off the 2nd, scored on the Adrianza home run. The thought was that Grossman would take a while before he'd be able to hit right-handed because the injured thumb was his left thumb, and there's a lot of pressure and torque on the left thumb when you swing the bat right-handed. But in his final game in Rochester on Monday, he got some at bats. He says it hurts, but it's tolerable. Hit a home run left-handed last night and led off the 2nd with a single to center here this afternoon. 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2.
Good take right there.
Part of Robbie's game is seeing a lot of pitches and maybe taking walks. So even if he were unable to swing the bat as effectively right-handed, he's still a threat to take a walk. 2-2. Inside corner. 1 down.
Yeah, nasty slider picks up another strikeout for Snell, his 5th. The other 4 were swinging strikes. This one a called 3rd strike.
Kenny Vargas, who swung over a slider and struck out in the 2nd. Popped up, back and out of play. Came over on the team bus today. Vargas walked on the bus a few minutes after I did. Greeted him, and he's maybe the most gregarious guy on the team, always smiling, and you could tell just from his expression that other things than baseball are on his mind.
A lot of family and friends down in Puerto Rico.
One of the concerns, both in Puerto Rico and the Dominican and other areas, are going to be affected by this.
Right.
In Houston, as terrible as it is, we have an economy that will support a rebuilding effort. And in those countries, the economy is so shaky that it's going to be devastating, I'm afraid, to some people in Puerto Rico and the Dominican and the other islands, Cuba. 1-2. And the hope is, of course, for people who are in this part of the world that somehow it skips the state of Florida, or the damage would be minimal. Another breaking ball down and in, another strikeout, 2 down.
And strikeout number 6 for Snell.
That'll bring up Goodrum with the bases empty.
It does have a nasty slider.
Goodrum went down swinging on the same breaking ball that Vargas went down on. So he stands there knowing he's going to see that pitch again. And it's a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Fastball up. Two and 1. Fouled away. 2-2.
Yeah, Snell just 24 years old. He has some pitching genes in him. His dad, Dave Snell, pitched 6 seasons in the minor league system of the Royals and the Mariners. Basically a reliever. Got as high as AA. They're home in Washington.
Fastball right down the middle.
Strikes out the side.
A scoreless top of the 4th in a tie game.
Dick Bramer talk about how he was so perplexed as to why Robbie Grossman's home run ball that landed in the Ray tank last night sunk to the bottom of the pit. So we're actually going to do an experiment for you, Mr. Bramer. I've got 2 baseballs here. We're going to drop them in the tank to prove to you that, yes, baseballs are going to sink. And I did a little research. I talked to the attendants here at the ballpark, and they said baseballs that have been landing in here during batting practice have been sinking at the exact same rate that they were a year ago. So there's probably nothing behind the new baseballs, old baseballs. They're floating right now. They said about a minute is how long it takes for these to sink to the bottom of the tank. We'll see if that's accurate. In the meantime, I think I'm going to hang out with these rays and pet them.
Yeah,
but I've also been told no stingrays have ever been injured by a home run ball, guys.
Good. See, they're still floating.
They're still floating.
They're still floating. I feel like Bill Nye, the science guy here.
Uh-oh. The one on the right looks like it's going bye-bye.
Miller taps it foul. Am I right?
And they're still going strong. Now, these baseballs were given to me from the Twins, too, so don't get any, conspiracy theories that, Rays baseballs are any different either. These are from the Twins.
I'm telling you, the one that Grossman hit was down on the bottom of the tank by now. The one on the right looks like it's made out of styrofoam.
This one is hanging on for dear life.
Deep to right field, and Goodrum is there for the catch. One away.
Yeah, second time Miller hit a fly ball to Goodrum in right field for the first out here in the 4th.
I don't like the left one's chances.
No, it's going down.
Oh, there,
Yep.
it's about ready. There we go.
How about the one on the right, though?
There we go. Okay, that one's done.
Oh, it's going to go
still
down.
Going strong over there. That one's still above water a good amount.
One down. Here's Echeverria. Picked up by Escobar. 2 down. So Slager's trying to recover from the 3-run home run that tied the game in the 3rd. And he's got the first 2 batters here in the 4th. I'm telling you.
Oh, just a matter of couple 30 seconds.
That ball, I'm saying, was last year's baseball. It's an old baseball from last year. The baseballs are different. The ones this year are sinking. Alex Smith with 2 down and the base is empty.
Yeah, the hard part is Andra has to go retrieve those balls and bring them back to the Twins.
We played with a lot of waterlogged baseballs in Dumont, I'll tell you that.
That would make for a fun story. Sideline reporter injured by
goes.
Stingray.
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes.
All right.
Yep.
All right, now I'm going to go see how I got to get these things out of here.
Eat it. Go after it.
What was the deposit? I'll pay for the deposit. Pop up right side. Dozier calling for it. And Slagers has rebounded with a 1-2-3 4th inning.
5 baseballs.
do, fans of the game, hoping the Twins can win the final game of this series against the Rays. Twins had a 1-0 lead. Rays tied it. 4-1 lead. Rays tied it. And now in the 5th inning, it'll be Chris Jimenez leading things off for the 5th. Audrey trying to retrieve the baseballs.
That's not how I meant for her to retrieve the baseballs. Go ahead and jump in.
Jimenez singled his first time up.
Flash me?
And now a strike, and it's 0-2. For all those years, the David Letterman show had an episode, Will It Float? And they put various things in a tank of water. I don't know if they ever did baseballs, but I guess the answer with baseballs is yes and no. But that pond you talk about with in Fort Myers,
right?
There are balls that are on the side of the lake there look like they've been there 6 months.
Oh yes. And we use them.
Jimenez. No wonder my arm hurts. Jimenez with 2 base hits to right field. The Twins have had the leadoff man at least on base with a hit. Dozier's case, it was a home run in every inning but the 4th.
Well, talked about his average at 198 coming into today's play. 2 for 2. I'm sure he's over 200 now. I call that the was that the Mendoza line? Is that the,
yep. Mario Mendoza.
Yeah. Want to be able to hit over 200 at the end of the year.
Adrianza lifted a 3-run home run into the seats and left his first time up. Fastball on the outside corner. Adrianza's 2nd home run of the year, the starting left fielder, with Paul Molitor wanting to get as right-handed as he can against Snell, which means as Snell's pitch count mounts, this is number 80. Driven hard to center field. Adrianza stung the ball twice. And the Twins have a good start here to the 5th inning. The lineup turns over. Dozier will come up with 2 men aboard.
Snell leaving a couple balls up, fastballs up. One to Jimenez that he hit the right field. Adrianza, good swing right there, gets his 2nd hit.
And that's going to be the end of the day for Snell. Sergio Romo is going to come in. Snell doesn't even give the Rays 5 innings. Cash managing this game like Terry Francona did in the playoffs last year. Afternoon. Our cold hard fact brought to you by Clean Crisp Coors Light. And since August 4th, of course, Giancarlo Stanton has 20 home runs. Manny Machado with 14, including his walk-off last night. And then it's Dozier, Donaldson, Rhys Hoskins, and J.D. Martinez, who got 4 in one game the other night.
Sergio Romo coming into the ball game, making his 17th appearance as a Rays reliever. Made 30 appearances for the Dodgers before they designated him for assignment. Then The Rays worked out a trade to bring him over here.
Pitch is up, ball one.
Romo spent all those years with the San Francisco Giants. He was their closer. Now kind of a long man, setup man.
And that's a strike. 1-1. Twins had a chance last weekend to push the Royals back a notch or two, and they didn't get it done. The Royals won the series 2-1. They had that same opportunity here with the Rays, but the Rays have won the first two. Swing and a miss. Dozier. They hit a 3-run home run on a breaking ball.
And that's Romo's patent pitch right there, that big sweeping breaking ball.
Jose Alvarado, one of two left-handers. One and two to Dozier. Fought it off, stayed alive. Dozier with a solo home run to start the ball game. Adrianza with a 3-run home run. But in each case, the Rays matched the Twins' home runs to tie the game. Fought it off again. Breaking ball down and away. Dozier just got a piece of it.
Yeah, Rays have a couple guys out of that bullpen. You know, we saw Steve Cishek, almost the same type of delivery. That sidearm, underarm type delivery.
Another one down and away again. Dozier fights out.
You know, you mentioned Kevin Cash trying to, you know, manage this kind of like, you know, Terry Francona has, but really, I mean, they have to win here on out.
Right.
You know, the Rays.
And they got 10 relief pitchers, and in the playoffs and World Series, Terry Francona had what, 7, I suppose. One other day game today. It'll get started in about a half an hour in the American League, and that'll be the Angels-Oakland game without Albert Pujols, who was sent back to Southern California to get his right knee looked at. 1-2. 2-2. Well, it's one breaking pitch after another.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a total of 7 so far, and they're all that big sweeping slider.
Snell's never had a lead. Now he's out of the ball game. His runners are out there, inherited by Romo. Finally got him. Down and away with a breaking ball, 1 down.
Well, he stayed with his bread and butter pitch against Brian Dozier. 8 pitches, 8 breaking balls. Brian fouls some off, but then this one couldn't reach.
And now a left-handed batter, switch hitter, of course, Polanco. See what the pitch sequence is a little different with the lefty up there. Polanco doubled his first time up, but then was thrown out trying to steal third base. Strike 1.
and taking a ball. Longoria, that ball hit him. Well, Polanco said it hit him. Home plate umpire said Adrian Johnson said, hey, not so fast. And this is a reviewable play, and we'll be able to see on video perhaps whether Polanco will be awarded first base. I didn't think it was that close to him. But Polanco immediately went to first base.
Yeah, Joe Vavra right there. You watch the back foot.
Of course it did. It hit him right there. And so they'll look at this, and Polanco, who on review was ruled out at third.
Yep.
The Twins have to challenge this. Yes, they will challenge it. And as replay, two angles clearly showed Polanco was hit in the left foot. So there will be bases loaded with one out for Byron Buxton. When a hitter immediately reacts like that, normally he's been hit by a pitch. There was the infamous Gene Segura episode a couple years ago where he looked like he got shot by a sniper and the ball missed him by a foot.
There, Cooper, the crew chief, over at third base, sending Polanco to first base. And Kevin Cash coming out. Going to question this. You see the squaring to bunt.
What could he possibly be questioning?
Hit the back left foot.
Sucre caught the ball, but it was clearly after it hit his foot.
He might be questioning where was that left foot. Was it out of the batter's box?
Oh my, there, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, his foot has to be in that batter's box.
I wasn't even watching where his foot was, but
neither was I.
It was clearly outside the batter's box. And this is not being reviewed on video.
Well, they may be discussing it here and then maybe take a better look at it.
From the side angle, you really couldn't see where his foot was, but when that one angle we showed, it was clearly almost behind home plate.
Well, let's see what they decide.
They haven't motioned Polanco back. Now his foot technically looked like it was moving back. It might even have been airborne. But it looks like the hit batter call will stand. But Kevin Cash has got a very valid point.
Oh, he sure did.
So an extra base runner. The runners who were on base move up 90 feet. And Buxton comes up 0 for 2 with a couple of weak pop-ups to right field against the lefty. Now he's facing the right-hander Romo. So the Twins appear to have caught a break there.
See if Romo stays with that big sweeper.
Strike one. I wonder whether there's a principle of double jeopardy that's in place here. The hit batter was already reviewed, and I would imagine you can't go back and review where his foot was on video. I don't know. One down, or one strike to Buxton with one out in the inning. And now a ball, 1-1. Big at bat for the Twins center fielder. Takes 2-1. And Romo just kept spinning him up there to Dozier, and finally got Brian to bite on one that looked like it might become a strike, but never did.
Well, again, that's his bread and butter pitch. He'll throw that fastball from time to time, but has almost a two-seam fastball. It has some sink.
2-1. And he took one for a strike. Priority number one, put the ball in play. Chances of being doubled up aren't very good. Another breaking ball, striking out a right-handed batter, 2 down. And now the switch hitter Escobar.
Boy, that ball's almost like a big frisbee. It just keeps going away from right-handed hitters. Watch where this ball starts. Starts inner half, and then a foot outside. That's a big sweeper.
And now Escobar, who has struggled with high fastballs, a pitch that I don't think Romo has. We'll see how Romo attacks the Twins cleanup batter. He's got a big 2-out, 3-run home run from Adrianza. Now they need something here from Escobar. In the dirt, smothered by Sucre.
There's that fastball I was talking about. He'll throw more to left-handers, has some sink to it.
80 miles an hour? Now 1-2. Two singles, a controversial hit batter, but 2 strikeouts. Jimenez has the luxury, I guess, of getting a huge lead at third base. Longoria is 45, 50 feet from the third base bag.
Oh, anything in the dirt that might get away might allow Jimenez to score.
Driven to right.
Get down.
And down for a hit. Souza with the trap, and here comes the play to the plate. Not in time. Escobar delivers a 2-run single, and the Twins get another big 2-out hit.
Yeah, second night in a row that Souza out in right field has kind of taken a gamble of charging and able to get that ball in his glove.
That's a big, big hit.
Yes, it is a breaking ball, and Escobar has some top spin on it. Souza came in, had to play it on that short hop, had a good throw home, but with 2 outs.
And he's either good at that or lucky at that, or both, because that was a key play in the game in the 9th inning last night. The fact that that ball did not get by him after he dove for it. Here's Grossman. Low, ball 1. First and third, 2 down. not the most even turf, and he just kind of stuck the glove out, and the ball found his glove. Last night, if that ball had gotten by, the Twins would have gotten the tying run. Then Rosario smash up the middle, hit into the shift, and just like that, the game was over. Down and in, 2-1. Guess this would be Romo's last man, whether he gets Grossman or not. Vargas a much better left-handed hitter than right, and Alvarado's warmed up.
The two runners that scored this inning, Jimenez and Aderanza, they are charged to Snell. So his line is done. 6 runs in 4+ innings.
2-1 to Grossman. Out in front again, 2-2. Big 2-out RBI hits. Looking for another one from Grossman. Two and 2 to Grossman. Half swing, but he went, and Grossman's gone on strikes. The Twins get 2 and lead 2. They're back in front, and you're watching the Twins, presented by State Farm. Back in front, 6-4. Time now for the Unlimited Baseball break, brought to you by T-Mobile. Hanley Ramirez finally in the 19th inning ended it. The Red Sox beating the Blue Jays 3-2. Daniel Murphy with his 22nd home run of the year. And Ned Yost gave Jason Vargas an extra day because he's really been struggling in the second half, and last night had his shortest start of the year. Vargas scheduled to start Sunday against the Twins at Kauffman Stadium. Third lead handed to Aaron Slegers. And the first pitch up and in to Jesus Sucre. Sucre hit a ground ball to Escobar his first time up. Base hit to left. And the leadoff man's on for the Rays in the 5th.
Sucre in his first season coming over from Seattle. Got a pitch up. Offensively doing a pretty good job, hitting .252.
And Paul Molitor letting Slegers get through the lineup twice. And the leadoff single will be the last batter for Slegers.
Presley and Boshears warmed up.
Yeah, Boshears. It'll be Boshears coming into the ball game.
Face the left-hand hitting Kiermaier. Schlegers comes out with the Twins up 6-4. MLB.TV Premium is back better than ever. You can watch every out-of-market regular season game live on over 400 supported devices. Plus, get a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout, other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details.
Buddy Boshears coming in to relieve Schlegers, making his 31st relief appearance. Now, he worked here on Monday night. He faced 2 batters. The first batter he faced was Kiermaier, and he got a 2-run single off of him. Left him a breaking ball up. Then he drove in a couple runs.
Hit it right up the middle. Now Kiermaier takes down and away ball 1. Kiermaier, Dickerson, back-to-back lefties, and then Longoria. Breaking ball up. Boshears falls behind 2-0. Another ball game last night where 12 pitchers were used in a win. Boshears, one would think, he has to face just 2 men here. 2-0. The breaking ball up again, and it's 3-0 with Dickerson on deck. In there for a strike with a fastball.
Yeah, left-handers hitting only 188 off of Boshears. Right-handed hitters hitting 307. So his job here is to get out Kiermaier and hopefully Dickerson.
3-1. Popped up. Jimenez back near the screen. He has no play.
Oh, wow.
Derek Jeter
yes,
changed
he did.
a lot over the years, but he made a heck of a catch.
Jeter got a lot bigger, and he got great hands. He always had good hands, though. It's a heck of a grab.
On a scouting trip as part of the new ownership group for the Marlins.
Look at Jeter right there. Just nothing to it. Hope he doesn't eat that baseball. Big enough.
Full count to Kiermaier. Driven to the gap. Buxton going back. He'll have no play. A home run to tie the game. So again, the Twins no sooner take the lead than the Rays tie it up.
Kiermaier with his 11th home run of the year. Got a fastball. And hit it off the facing of the Rays tank.
Right down the middle. Almost found out where that ball was going to float. 6-6, and now Dickerson. Tie game, and this game is in the hands of the bullpens. Dickerson with a swing and a miss, 1 strike. 5 of the runs charged to Sluggers.
That home run allowed by Boshears, his 7th in relief. Making just his 31st relief appearance.
All 6 Rays runs scoring on home runs. A solo shot, a 2-run home run, a 3-run home run.
The Rays now have hit 201 home runs on the season. 4th most in the American League.
Oh, 2. Tip. Jimenez hangs on, 1 away.
And here comes Paul Molitor.
He'll bring in Ryan Presley to face Evan Longoria. We're in a tie game. We're only in the 5th inning. We've already had 5 home runs and a dozen runs. Boshears struck out Dickerson, but after the Kiermaier home run, he leaves in a tie game. Presented by Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the Twin Cities. And by State Farm, here to help life go right with the home and auto protection you deserve. Tied again, this time at 6. 1 out in the 5th. And Evan Longoria will face right-hander Ryan Presley.
Ryan coming in. He worked here on Monday night, 2/3 of an inning. Threw 5 pitches, 4 for strikes. Making his 48th relief appearance.
The ERA and the whip don't really match up with one another. Presley's been victimized by some innings that have mushroomed on him. But he's been better in the 2nd half. And hopes to get some big outs here in the middle of this 6-6 game. Swing and a foul.
Yeah, Ryan, a strikeout pitcher, 52 strikeouts in 52 innings pitched. Only 12 walks and 3 of those intentional. He intentionally walked a batter here the other night, Miller, in the 3 batters he faced.
So 9 walks and an opponent batting average of .226. Been victimized by the home run ball 9 times in 52 innings. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. We talked about Ryan's altered mechanics, trying to stay more compact.
I mentioned keys off that left shoulder. Keep that left shoulder in as long as possible and then explode toward home.
Off the heel of the glove of Adrianza, and Longoria will dig for second base and reach. Adrianza, excuse me, Polanco to his left. And off his glove, and then it trickled between Polanco and Buxton.
Yeah, I see where Polanco's playing. Longoria hitting it. That ball has to be caught. They're going to credit with a double, but that's an error in my opinion. That ball, Polanco, I know it gets to him very quickly, and Longoria was going to stop, but then he saw that Polanco did not run after the ball. It was Buxton that had to retrieve it and get it back in.
Yeah, I'm with you. That should have been an error.
Yeah.
Longoria gets a double. And now Lucas Duda, who hit the 3-run home run to tie the game at 4 his last time up. One down. And the Rays threatening to take their first lead. Fastball tailing away. Seen that two-seamer that Presley throws still with plenty of velocity, 94, and then when he wants to throw the four-seamer he can still hit 98. Sailing up and away, 2-0. Bases open, of course. Souza on deck. Duda's done a lot of damage in the last 2 days.
Yeah, 3 for 5 last night and today with a couple home runs. He's driven in 5 runs.
Nice stop by Jimenez. Breaking ball.
And the hard slider by Ryan Presley.
Well, maybe just go ahead and walk him.
We're going to go see. Yep.
Souza's already walking to the plate. Duda's been intentionally walked. Now first base is filled. And the right-handed batter Souza comes up. So Presley gave up a hot ground ball that was ruled a double. And he fell behind Duda, eventually intentionally walking. Souza singled his last time up.
Yeah, got a base hit between third and short.
Right-handers hitting just 162 against Ryan Presley. Lefties hitting 329. Trevor Hildenberger getting loose, and we're just in the 5th inning. High fly, center field. And Buxton with the catch. That's out number 2. And now Presley will have to get a left-handed batter out, Brad Miller. I guess it surprises me that the splits are so wide for Presley. Left-handers hitting for a batting average almost twice as high as right-handers are.
Could be little things like falling behind an account, you know, having come in with a fastball over getting ahead against right-handers. Put yourself more in a fastball situation than a breaking ball.
Fastball off the plate, missing again to the left-handed batter. One and 0 to Miller.
Trying to hit that outside part of the plate, just missing.
missed all 3 times to Duda before intentionally walking him. Twice with the fastball, once with the breaking ball. There's a strike. Of course, you got to go after Miller. He's hitting under 200.
Even though he's hitting under 200, you fall behind on a major league hitter. You have to come in with a fastball.
Three and one.
Missed with a breaking ball there.
Inning started with Aaron Slegers on the mound. The Twins are on their second relief pitcher. So far, the 2 relief pitchers have only gotten 1 out each. Jimenez to the mound. Twins with an 11-man bullpen. There's a decent chance we'll see most of them here today. Echeverria on deck. Three and one to Miller. On the outside corner.
Good breaking ball there. Runners will be taken off here.
Full count to Miller. Runners go. Pitch and foul. Kiermaier's home run tied it at 6. Twins have just taken the lead in the top of this inning with a 2-out single by Eduardo Escobar. Snapped his bat weakly to Dozier, and the inning ends. Presley gets the job done, but the Rays do their job as well. They got it tied up for the 3rd time today. Ball Express.
and its commitment to providing hope and new happy memories to the children of our fallen heroes while on active duty since 9/11. By bringing children together from all over the world, Snowball Express provides an annual life-changing event to make each child feel special as we remember the lives of their parents. We remember. Visit foxsportsupports.com and learn how you can help. Here's Kenny Vargas facing Romo to start the 6th inning. Strike on the outside corner. That's about as hard as Romo's going to throw one. And he threw it in a real good spot.
He struck out the side last inning, but he hit Polanco, then the big 2-run single by Escobar. Another off-speed pitch.
Vargas struck out twice as a right-handed batter.
That was a changeup off a changeup. 84, that last changeup at 79. As high as 86.
I can guarantee it wasn't a strike. The 86. Just missed 1 and 2. Vargas, Goodrum, and Jimenez. With the Twins trying to take their 4th lead of the afternoon. Steve Cishek, Jose Alvarado, both working out of the bullpen. Beaten foul.
Yeah, Romo designated for assignment by the Dodgers. What he does bring to the Rays a lot of postseason experience with the Giants 2010, 12, and 14. Part of that World Series Giants ball clubs.
1 and 2 to Vargas. On the ground, about 8 hops to the second baseman. Miller, 1 down. And that'll bring up Nico Goodrum. Goodrum again, one of 6 switch hitters in the Twins lineup. The bench, as we get into the second half of the game, or what we anticipate is the second half of this game, consists of right-handed hitting Garver, then lefties Mauer, Granite, Rosario, Castro, and Kepler. Looking for his first big league hit. A couple of strikeouts today. Outside, ball 1. Off the end of the bat, foul. 1 and 1.
Now Goodrum, 8 minor league seasons in the Twins system. 2nd round pick out of Georgia in 2010 out of high school. Kind of progressed slowly up through the system. First year in AAA this year. Last year between Single A and Double A.
And now 1 and 2. Hit .265 for AAA Rochester. On the ground. Echeverria got in front of it nicely, made the play, 2 down. That'll bring up Jimenez. Target Field's a great place to spend time with the people who are important to you. Groups of 25 or more are eligible for discounts on tickets, and per ticket fees are eliminated. You can arrange your group of 25 plus today. Visit twinsbaseball.com/groups and ask about a group outing. And you're running out of time. Twins are on this road trip after Sunday's game in Kansas City. They open up a homestand Tuesday night, 6 games at home, and then 3 at the very end of the season. Jimenez with a couple of opposite field singles and consequently a couple of runs scored. Ball 1.
And that batting average up to .207 for Jimenez with a couple singles.
Takes a strike. As he so much as thrown a fastball to a right-handed batter.
I don't think so. Well, he works off that third base side of the rubber too, and he steps across his body, and it looks like it's coming from shortstop.
Just missed. It's a low.
Comes up quickly.
Two and one. As effective as it's been a strike to ball pitch for him. I don't know that he can throw that pitch to a right-handed batter for a strike. He did it, I guess, to Buxton once, shaving the outside corner. Adrianza on deck, and Jimenez should get a good swing at this 3-1 pitch. There it is.
He kind of shortened that up a little bit.
He did throw it for a strike. The count's full. Full count. And he missed.
And a good take by Jimenez. So Jimenez with 3 very good plate appearances.
Now Adrianza's already got 2 hits, scored 2 runs, driven in 3 with his second home run of the year. Kevin Cash to the mound. And he's going to bring in one of his left-handers.
So Romo works an inning and 2/3.
Alvarado will come in and make Adrianza a right-handed batter, where earlier today he hit a 3-run home run.
With the game tied 1-1, Adrianza hit a 3-run home run in the second inning. Gave the Twins a 4-1 lead, but then the bottom of the third, Lucas Duda hitting a 3-run home run. Twins come back, take the lead thanks to Escobar's 2-run single. Made it a 64 ball game, but then Kiermaier in the bottom of the 5th inning tied the game at 6 apiece. With a 2-run home run, who's the 11th home run of the year.
Hard-throwing, erratic Jose Alvarado will pitch to A-Ray Adrianza.
Alvarado just joining the Rays again, making his 27th relief appearance. 23 strikeouts. Good hard fastball, 22 2/3 innings, 23 strikeouts.
And Adrianza needs to be ready because he'll approach triple digits. Pitch hit to right. And Souza doesn't have to move. Makes the catch. The third out on the first pitch by Alvarado, and we head to the bottom of the sixth at 6 apiece.
Six, and Twin fans, don't forget at Twin home games you bring your Circle Me signs. You may find yourself in a Minnesota Lottery winner circle where you could win $100 worth of lottery scratch-off tickets courtesy of the Minnesota Lottery.
Well, Ryan Presley trying to step up after getting the Twins through the 5th inning, now trying to get some outs in the 6th. Inside ball one. The Twins bullpen has been one of the issues here in September. Some guys out there that had been reliable are struggling a little bit right now. Tyler Duffy's given up runs in 4 straight outings. Up high, and Presley falls behind 2-0. It's the bottom third of the Ray lineup. Echeverria, Smith, and Sucre in their 6th inning. Big swing and a miss.
Good fastball there. 95, 94. Good location away. Taylor Rogers getting loose.
Rogers has been really good as of late. He might be the next reliever in the game. Up and in now, 3-1. Slager started the 5th. Though Shears faced 2 men, gave up the game-tying home run. Presley eventually got the last 2 outs of the 5th, now falling behind 3-1. Missed badly. It's a leadoff walk. And Malik Smith will hit. News isn't as bad as it could be on the Sanford Health injury report. Jake Arrieta with right hamstring strain. They say maybe 1 start, maybe 2 starts. But in terms of where he'll be in October, they expect him to be ready. The National League Pitcher of the Month in August.
Got to look for the bunt right here.
Escobar already in on the rug. Vargas holding the runner at first.
Make sure as a pitcher you throw a strike. Make them bunt the ball.
Foul ball.
Yeah.
And Jimenez looked like the ball was rolling backwards when he picked it up, right next to the plate. Now,
I wish my golf ball could do what this baseball did right here. It started in front of the plate, looked like, and spun back.
Be curious where he picked this up. I don't know if this angle will show it.
Yeah, ball come back.
And if he had picked up that ball 2 inches quicker, if he could have, that would have been a fair ball, because it's the back angle of the plate that borders fair territory, extended to the foul line.
See if Smith is asked to bunt again. I'm sure he is. He has one sacrifice on the season.
Here's the overhead. Now watch what this ball does. Almost hit the bat, but it just trickled back behind the back angle of the plate. Up and away.
Didn't show bunt there. Throw a strike. Jimenez out to talk to Ryan.
You understand that when your grandchildren reach adulthood, the bunt will be to baseball what the telegraph is to communication. I mean, it won't exist.
It's a lost
in part,
art.
well, an effective bunt should be very much a part of the game, but people can't do it anymore.
No, for some reason.
Two and one to the speedy Smith.
Put yourself again in that fastball situation.
Fouled back. He got a good swing at that fastball.
Yes, he did.
Ball got it. Big strike.
You know, that pitch that he missed, Smith right there, made it a 2-2 count, and then Ryan dropped that hammer on him, picked up a strikeout. So Smith missed his pitch, and that's a good breaking ball. Great location.
One of those that looks like it. It looks like something that would hiss as it went by it.
You could hear that.
Here is Sucre. Singled and scored his last time up. Check swing. Nope. Ball one. First base umpires gave Morales. Presley trying to pitch around a leadoff walk here in the sixth. Hildenberger warming up again next to Rogers.
Kiermaier on deck. Two lefties.
And when Presley has missed, he's missed badly out of the strike zone. 2-0.
Well, when you miss constantly high like that, you would imagine that you're just trying to overthrow the ball, but then that left shoulder's really flying open. That doesn't allow that arm to catch up to your body. You have to concentrate on getting that ball back down like that.
My goodness, that took part of Jimenez's mask off. Or somebody's equipment ended up
padding, yeah,
off his shoulder pad. Went spinning like a frisbee back to the backstop. Then he's going to play the rest of the inning without it. I've never seen part of a chest protector come on ripped off like that.
Well, it's velcroed on right there. You can see where it is. Helps protect that shoulder.
Well, why wouldn't you just velcro it back on there?
Probably didn't want to take the time.
2-1. Runner goes. Pitch fouled back, and it's 2-2. Absent a sacrifice bunt, Kevin Cash put on the hit and run.
I thought it was velcroed on, maybe not. I just ripped it off.
Catcher's talking about it. Garver and Castro. 2-2 to Sucre. Check swing, got him with that breaking ball again.
I got ahead in the count, then came back with a hammer. up his second straight strikeout.
And Paul Molitor is going to lift Presley after he faced 7 batters, gave up a double that probably should have been an error and a couple of walks, but he got a couple of big strikeouts. There are 2 down in the 6th with a runner at first, and Taylor Rogers will try to get Kiermaier.
The bottom of the 6th inning in a 6-6 ball game. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Any accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
Kevin Kiermaier will hit against lefty Taylor Rogers. He hit against lefty Buddy Boshears in the 5th and hit a game-tying 2-run home run. As we mentioned, Rogers has been really good. He's been one of the more consistent relievers the Twins have had.
Well, Taylor worked in last night's ball game. 15 pitches, 9 over the plate. And Kiermaier was the first batter he faced. He got him to hit a ground ball to short. That in the 7th inning.
'60th outing of the year for Rogers, a career high. Figures to be probably 10 or 12, 15 more before the season's out. Held up, it's 1-1. Get the Twins off the field in the bottom of the 6th, then a tie game. Runner at first, 2 down. Kiermaier swung through the fastball. He's taken a couple of breaking balls wide, 2-1.
He got a fastball from Boshears, a 3-1 fastball, and hit that 2-run home run. There he got the breaking ball over.
2-2.
Shake off. And he saw Jimenez put down all 5 fingers. That means throw over to first base. Taylor Rogers wants a fastball away.
Got him. Burned the outside corner with a fastball. And we'll head to the 7th inning, tied at 6. Brian Dozier will lead off the 7th for the Twins.
Weekend presented by Target, September 29th and 30th. And it's a Friday and a Saturday, and the first 30,000 fans will receive a Twins stocking cap courtesy of Target. Now, you might not appreciate that at the end of September, but by November, December, January, you'll be glad you had one.
You'll love it.
For details and tickets, visit twinsbaseball.com/tickets today. Tie ball game. We go to the 7th inning, and Brian Dozier will lead things off. He's homered, grounded out, and struck out. And Steve Cishek will be the pitcher pitching to him.
Yeah, third appearance in 3 games for Steve Cishek. He has been outstanding since he had joined the Rays. 18 consecutive scoreless appearances since coming to the Rays, covering 16 2/3 innings.
Flashing bunt, taking ball 1. He's a free agent after the year. He'll sign a big contract someplace. Almost certainly, I would think, not here. Again, the Rays got him and others because at the end of July it looked like they were a team on the rise. Much like the Kansas City Royals, who played very well at the end of July, and the Royals were in buy mode as well. Well, the Royals have fallen back, got crushed last night. 2.5 games behind the Twins. 3-0 to Dozier. Polanco on deck.
Cishek started the season with the Mariners, traded over in late July, as you mentioned, to the Rays.
A strike. Another guy who should do well in the offseason. I think Pat Neshek is just on a 1-year deal with the Phillies.
Made the All-Star team again.
3-1 to Dozier. Early innings, the Twins did a good job of getting leadoff hits. Big swing and a foul. 3-2. They'll take a leadoff walk. Anything. Twins have taken 3 leads. 1-0, 4-1, 6-4, and the Rays almost immediately have tied it up all 3 times. Fouled back. What the Rays have built in terms of numbers, but more technique. A lot of different looks. Got Romo, and Cishek's got a kind of a funky delivery. Austin Pruitt getting loose. Another 3-2. And he took ball 4. Dozier is aboard with a leadoff walk. We'll see how the Twins play it with Polanco coming up.
Well, good at bat for Dozier. Fouled off a couple pitches. Cishek missed with that high fastball. His 6th walk in 16 2/3 innings as a Ray.
Longoria backpedaling onto the dirt. He'll stand right on the edge of the carpet. Polanco 1 for 2 with a double. Squaring, bunting in the air. It lands safely, and Cishek fires wild into the bullpen area. Dozier to third. He's going to score. Polanco around second. He's on his way to third. The long throw across, not in time. The bunt popped up, and it bounced to Cishek. Polanco was going to beat it out, and then Cishek airmailed the throw.
Well, he sure did. He had plenty of time. Now that ball kind of took a while to get down. Cishek went over there, fielded it, and I think he saw that Polanco was hustling down that line. He hurried his throw. That ball ended up down by the Rays bullpen. Right here, watch him right there. We're going to get some running as Polanco was right near the bag.
Should be a hit, a 2-base error. And that's what it is. Polanco with a bunt single. Dozier scoring, infield in for Buxton, and there is strike 1. The Twins getting one already. Now need to get another one in here. Buxton is 0 for 3. A couple of pop-ups to the right side and a strikeout. Up high just a little bit, and it's 1-1.
miss, 1-2.
Yeah, we were talking last inning about when Smith up, not being able to lay down a bunt, and then you saw Polanco right there. He was looking to sacrifice. That's all he's looking to do, get Dozier over.
I don't know that that was the textbook bunt.
No.
Popped it up.
It worked out.
It worked out. Buxton strikes out.
Gotta lay out that pitch right there.
And now Escobar up in a big spot again.
Yeah, Romo struck him out on that same frisbee type slider. And that's what Cishek has right here. And Buxton strikes out.
I guess you're right in terms of trajectory. That pitches could have been thrown by Romo, the same pitch. 3 infielders on the right side, and they're drawn in for the Escobar at bat. Kind of a unique setup with the infield in and a pull shift to boot.
Yeah, Romo made one mistake. He hung a breaking ball to Escobar that drove in a couple runs.
Back to the screen, 1 strike. Struck out 11 times already in the ballgame. Foul back again, and now it's 2 strikes. The difference between the 2 pitchers, Romo doesn't have velocity that he can throw upstairs and strike Escobar out. Cishek does. That has been the pitch that has really given Escobar some trouble.
Let's see if they try to go up the ladder with Escobar, or if he throws that hard breaking ball.
There was the high fastball at 91. Fully 5 miles per hour faster than anything Romo can deliver. Outside now, 2-2.
Everything. See the speeds.
The short right center field.
Trouble.
Souza coming in, can't make the play. A little pop fly between the drawn in infield and the outfield. It'll work. Polanco with an RBI, or Escobar with a RBI single with Polanco scoring.
And Escobar picking up his 3rd RBI of the ball game. So after 4 fastballs, he threw that little frisbee, and Escobar just got it into short right center.
Disappointing outing for Cishek that started with the walk.
That's all Escobar is trying to do, make contact, get it in the air, hit soft enough. And he drives in.
Put it in play, something
run.
good might happen. The Twins at least have 2 so far here in the 7th.
Scampering all the way to third, scoring on an Escobar single. Twins haven't exactly been smashing the ball all over Tropicana Field, but a couple of runs have given them the lead again, and now Austin Pruitt.
Yeah, Pruitt made 8 starts for the Rays, making his 27th appearance overall. 7 wins, 4 losses. 90 hits allowed in 75 1/3 innings, 16 walks, good control, 1 intentional, 58 strikeouts.
Grossman will bat. Single to center, scored his first time up. There's no one warming up in the bullpen for the Rays. Vargas is on deck, and he has had a hard time making contact. Be a great opportunity, one would think, for Mauer to pinch hit, particularly if there's men on base. Kind of surprised that Jennings, unless he's not available, isn't at least warming up. Strike on the outside corner.
Kevin Cash, you know, Jim Hickey hoping maybe Pruitt can go a little bit deeper than some of the relievers have been asked to.
Twins have 5 left-handed batters on their bench. Mauer, Granite, Rosario, Castro, and Kepler. Vargas is not the DH, he's the first baseman, so that might be the move. Fouled back, and it's 0-2. Only 1 out in the inning. And whether the Twins make a move or not might depend on how many runners are on base and where they are. After Grossman singled, he struck out twice. To right center field, headed to the gap. It is down for a hit. Escobar to third. He'll be held, and Grossman drops a double in, just out of the reach of a diving Steven Souza Jr.
And we know that he likes to dive.
Made the hilarious dive at Target Field earlier this year. And now Mauer will hit for Vargas.
Grossman picks up his 2nd hit of the ball game, his 18th double, and
another case where the ball wasn't hit particularly hard, but in a really good spot.
Well, and you know that he's not going to catch it. He just likes diving. Kiermaier backing him up.
Vargas was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and Mauer getting the call here with a chance to double the Twins' lead with a hit to the outfield.
Well, you got first base open. They're going to go ahead and intentionally walk Joe.
And now Goodrum won't hit. Instead, it'll be Kepler, and all of this is lining up perfectly for the Twins. And the only thing I can think of is that Jennings is not available. So Mauer intentionally walked, but now Kepler will hit against the right-hander.
Attention, please. Pitching for Goodrum, number 26, that's Kepler.
So they're loaded up. Still only 1 out.
Kepler 0 for 7 as a pinch hitter. It'd be a good time to get that first pinch hit. This year with bases loaded, Kepler 6 hits in 11 at-bats.
In the game, it's just a 7th inning, but this is the game right here. And the Rays have used maybe the only left-hander they feel is available. Big spot here for the pinch hitter Kepler. Down and away, ball 1. Oh for 7 as a pinch hitter. A drive to deep right, down the line, and foul. Kepler nearly hit a grand slam.
Just got a little out front. Ball clearly foul.
Now 1-1. Foul back good cut. It's 1-2. Twins in the pinch hitting department, 14 for 68 with 2 home runs.
It's got a report on Pruitt, not only the fastball, a spike type curveball, and a changeup.
1-2. On the ground.
That was the curveball.
Out there, and Kepler will beat the relay. A run will come in. Escobar coming in from third, and it's a 3-run lead. First and third, now 2 down.
And Kepler picking up an RBI. It's his 63rd of the year.
And now Chris Jimenez will bat first and third.
Yes.
Jennings pitched in the first 2 games of this series. And now Jimenez with first and third and 2 down. Takes a strike. Ripped to left. Smith makes a nice running catch and forgot how many outs there are.
He got it back in nicely, though.
He sure did. Twins added 3 runs. They've got their 4th lead of the afternoon.
Glad I'm not the only one.
The Twins are leading by 3. Max Kepler in the game. He's in right field. Joe Mauer's in the game. He's at first base. The Twins will try to find somehow 9 outs from the bullpen to finish this series with a win.
Well, Taylor Rogers, a pitcher record right now. He ended up facing only 1 batter to retire Kiermaier, striking him out. Hopefully he can have a clean 7th here.
Corey Dickerson will lead things off. Twins have Hildenberger warming up. It might be that Rogers will be asked to just get the 1 left-handed batter. Although Longoria, a right-handed batter's next, and then Duda would hit third. Left up high, ball 1. Twins, if they're going to win this game, are going to get most of the outs from the bullpen. There's a strike, 1-1. Aaron Slegers pitched 4 innings. The Twins are going to ask the bullpen to get 15 of the outs. Boshear's got 1. Presley got 4. Hack foul. Mentioned last night another team used 12 pitchers. It was the Red Sox. At least that was in a 19-inning game. Angels used 12 before in, what was it, 10 innings, I believe. One and 2. Rogers to Dickerson.
Oh, watch out.
Breaking ball spun out of his hand.
No free passes here. Make that hitter swing the bat. That's what Rogers needs to do. Cechek, who was pitching outstanding for the Rays, walked Dozier, and then all heck broke loose.
Breaking ball got him. He threw one up and in, and then down and away. And with the lead being 3, that gives Paul Molitor the luxury of leaving Rogers out there.
Right. Well, Dickerson, who the first night here on Monday got 3 hits, he's taken an 0 for since.
Longoria with a home run to left, a walk and a run scored, and then he hit a hot ground ball off the glove of Polanco that was ruled a double. Fastball on the outside corner, a strike. This will not be, at least I hope not, a 12-pitcher win for the Twins, in part because there's some pitchers that I don't know that Paul Molitor would want to bring into a close ball game. Driven to right. Kepler with the catch, 2 down.
Longoria hit it sharply, but right at Kepler for the second out.
Twins have 2 left-handers behind Rogers. They're Glenn Perkins and Nick Turley, and I don't know that in a tight game Paul Molitor would want to use either one of them right now. Base is empty, and the left-handed hitting Lucas Duda. Duda with a 3-run home run to tie the game in the 3rd inning. Fastball right down the middle. Angels and Athletics are underway in Oakland. Chaz Rowe getting loose for the Rays. Checked his swing, 1-1. Again, the Angels will play today without Albert Pujols, getting his left knee examined down in Southern California. I think I said earlier it was his right knee, but it is his left knee. And then the Angels are idle tomorrow while the Twins are playing in Kansas City. So that odd game, that half game that the Angels lead by now, at least the 2 teams will have same number of games played after the first game in Kansas City tomorrow.
You know what, a lot of people maybe didn't like the wild card, but you know, there are 8 teams fighting for a couple spots. You know, the Royals, the Mariners, the Rays, the Rangers, the Orioles, the Twins, the Angels, Yankees. It's cool.
Which again greatly increases the chances of a play-in game to win a wild card spot. And with all the teams clogged near the top of the standings. Tapper toward Dozier, he charges. Really good inning for Taylor Rogers. He's faced 4 men and got 4 very big outs here this afternoon. if there was a tie, it would force a game 163 that used to be decided by a coin flip. Twins had won the season series with the White Sox, lost the coin flip, lost the game there, and then the next year they changed it. But look at all these teams. It almost seems more likely that there will be a tie than not with all those teams there.
And you look at a lot of those teams right at 500. I mean, you play 500 in September, you got a chance to get into postseason. That's cool if you get hot.
Adrianza leading things off. The tiebreaker now is head-to-head competition. So let's imagine the Rangers are tied with the Twins for a wild card spot. Well, the Twins won the head-to-head competition 4-3. So the Twins would host the play-in game. A playoff berth won't be decided on tiebreakers, but home field is. So too for the Orioles. The Twins won 5 of the 7 games with Baltimore, so the Twins would host a game 163 before any potential wild card. The ball rolled to second, and Miller flips one down.
Yeah, new pitcher for the Rays starting the 8th inning. Chaz Rowe just selected up from AAA Durham. He came over from the Atlanta Braves in July. He's had some major league experience with the Diamondbacks, the Yankees, the Orioles, and the Braves. Originally selected first-round pick by the Rockies back in 2005. And his great uncle is Hall of Famer Bill Mazeroski.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Mazeroski inducted into the Hall of Fame with Dave Winfield and Kirby Puckett. Dozier's had some really good plate appearances here. A home run, and then the walk on the 7th that opened the door for a 3-run inning.
Yeah, that was a good walk against Cishek, who has been nasty. He ended up giving up 3 runs, all earned. That's the first runs he's given up in a Rays uniform.
Inside, and it's 2-0. Well, getting back to the wild card and all the teams, let's imagine that there's a 3-way tie. Well, it could very be real.
Yes.
If 85 is the number, let's just say 85 is the top number for the second wild card spot, any number of 3 or 4 teams could finish with 85 wins.
I like that 85. That's what we had in 87.
You guys took the last week off. That doesn't really count. 3-0 to Dozier. Anyway, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And that's why today's game was so important. If the Twins can win this game, then, you know, it would set up the Kansas City series a whole lot better than if the slide continues in September.
You know, we're going from here to Kansas City, a 4-game series. Those are all going to be huge games.
Sure.
You know, and it's not only exciting for the Twins fans, it's exciting for the Oriole fans, the Rangers, the Rays, even though they didn't show up here. The Mariners, the Royals. Wow, 7,185 did here.
And if you believe that, 3-1 to Dozier on the outside corner. Well, let's turn a wild card thing around in terms of home field advantage. The Rays have won the season series with the Twins, so we may think we will leave here at the end of the game today, but if the two teams end up tied for a wild card spot, the Twins would come down here and play because the Rays won the season series. Full count to Dozier. Foul back. Breaking ball left upstairs. Full shift in the infield for Dozier. And now a 3-2 pitch. High to center. Kiermaier calling for it. Here's how paltry the crowd is. Kiermaier's in center field, and we could hear him call for it. 2 down. 2018 season tickets are on sale now. In addition to securing your seats for next year, you'll be guaranteed postseason tickets for 2017. Don't miss an inning of postseason play and experience exclusive Sweet Spot benefits such as 10% off food and beverage at Target Field. For more info or to place a deposit, visit twinsbaseball.com/season tickets. 2 down. Here's Polanco. On the ground, hit right to the first baseman. Duda juggles it, goes to the bag, and we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. Thank you, Anthony. Trevor Hildenberger making his first appearance of this series. His first pitch, a fastball down and away, ball 1.
And the Rays probably look at Hildenberger and say, you know what, we got Romo, we've got Cechek. This is not an unusual delivery.
The difference is Romo and Cechek throw breaking balls as their out pitch. This guy's got a devastating changeup.
Yeah, he's been outstanding since being called up. 27th relief appearance. 28 hits in 31 and a third innings. Only 4 walks, one of those intentional, with 34 strikeouts. So he attacks the strike zone with an assortment of off-speed pitches, sweeping breaking ball, occasional good hard over-the-hand fastball.
That looked like a breaking ball right there. He gets ahead with a couple of swings and misses.
Yeah, he'll drop down and throw that spinner. Good location.
And then he does that every once in a while. He kind of brought his arm angle up a little bit, tried to shoot a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. But
so you saw a 78-mile-an-hour frisbee, more or less, and then the 93-mile-an-hour fastball.
Souza did a good job getting a piece of that. Trevor's done that, and even though the Rays haven't seen him, they do have a scouting report. 2-2.
Hey, I want to say happy birthday to twin scout Larry Corrigan, 67 years old today, and congratulate him on recently being put into the Scouts Hall of Fame.
Very well deserved. Yep. A baseball man.
Yes, he is. I know his health is bad. I ran into him in Fort Myers. He's doing a lot better. So happy birthday, Larry.
3-2 with Trevor Hildenberger filling the count with Souza. Just 4 walks, one of those intentional. Got him with a breaking ball. 1 down.
You know, that might have been the changeup, Dick, right there. I mean, he's got so much confidence in it.
Let's take a look. Did it break right to left?
Take a look right here.
Yeah, it could have been a changeup in a real good spot.
Oh, great spot.
Now Brad Miller. Such a big pitch there. This Rays team has come back at the Twins throughout this series, throughout this game. And if you just don't walk anybody, don't give up any leadoff base runners, then you've still got control of the game. 1 strike to Miller.
2 good changeups. Miller way out front.
Right-handers actually have had better luck against Hildenberger than lefties. Into right. Kepler coming in, 2 away.
Oh, he fought the lights at the last second.
Yeah. 2 down in the 8th. Jimenez, who lost his shoulder protector, has something else there, different color.
Yeah.
We have a seamstress on the Twins bench, may have stitched that on there for him. 2 down. Echeverria takes ball 1.
It might just be a whole new chest protector too.
That could be too. There's a strike, 1-1.
I mean, you look at that area. What's he protecting? That right shoulder
Just
blade.
the right shoulder, that's all. To right center. Kepler retreats a few steps. Good inning for Hildenberger as the Rays go down 1-2-3. Minnesota Wild and Let's Play Hockey to collect gently used hockey equipment for Twin Cities families in need. Now through Sunday, September 24th, stop by select arenas and hockey shops throughout the metro area to donate your old hockey equipment. For additional details and drop-off locations, visit foxsportsnorth.com/events. Brad Boxberger comes in to pitch to the Twins in the ninth.
Yeah, Boxberger missed a couple of months with a lat strain back in April, May, and part of June, making his 23rd relief appearance. Boxberger in his 4th season with the Rays. Also came up with the Padres back in 2012.
Buxton will greet him here in the 9th inning. Buck is 0 for 4. A couple of pop-ups to the right side, 2 strikeouts. Up and in, ball 1.
You know, Rowe, who pitched last inning, that was a 53rd player used by the Tampa Bay Rays.
They've used more than we have.
Yeah, what are you? I believe we're 52.
We're going to miss 1-1.
So So they passed us as far as players being used. And the 53 is a franchise record for the Rays.
Matt Belisle getting loose. Right now it'd be a save opportunity for Belisle. 1-1 to Buxton. On the ground. Dropped. Flipped. Out. Duda backhanded it. Luckily the ball came out of his glove and fell right beneath his glove, and he was able to just get enough on the flip to Boxberger to get Buxton.
And if you're a pitcher, you better get over there quick because of who was running right there. Inside out swing. And Duda a quick little flip over to Boxberger. Bang bang play. Boxberger getting that right foot on the bag before Buxton could.
Escobar the batter. A 2-out 2-run single in the 5th, and then another RBI single in the 7th. Just outside, ball 1.
Yeah, he's got a couple big hits for the Twins, putting them ahead a couple times. Change up right there by Boxberger. Fastball, hard slider, change up, occasional curveball.
Down low, 2-1. Driven to right, deep to the corner. Souza can't get there. It stays in the ballpark. And Escobar will round second, dig for third, and he'll reach with a triple. Escobar's 3rd straight hit, a 1-out triple here in the 9th.
For Escobar, his 4th triple of the year. Fastball or something out over the plate. Escobar turned on it. Souza goes after it, and again we've seen that corner, how it can kind of die in that area. And right there Escobar saying, I can make it. Do I have to slide? At first.
Grossman takes a strike. 3 infielders on the right side. Longoria, really good fielding third baseman, but one of the potential plays here would be a squeeze play. To short center, Kiermaier coming in, makes a diving catch, springs up, fires to the plate, not on target. And Grossman gets in the 4th run of the lead with a short fly ball to center.
Kiermaier did a great job of not only making that great catch, popping right up and trying to get something on that throw home. Is just a bit high. But the 2-time Gold Glove winner out in center field. See Kiermaier coming in. Watch how quick he knows he has to get up. He tumbles, turns. Throw high, but Escobar scores for the 2nd time in a ball game.
10-6 now with 2 down in the 9th. Mauer, the batter, was intentionally walked as a pinch hitter in the 7th, and he takes a strike. Game hitting streak might come to an end unless Joe gets a hit here in the dirt. Right center field. Souza, Kiermaier with the catch to end the inning.
Souza was ready to die for that too.
Matt Belisle will come in with the Twins up by 4. Lead to protect nonetheless, with Matt Belisle coming out of the bullpen and the Twins now leading by 4.
Well, I think the bullpen's done a very good job. Buddy Boshears just gave up that home run. Other than that, the bullpen kind of shut the door. Ryan Presley, Taylor Rogers, Hillenberger, and now hopefully Matt Belisle can have a clean bottom of the 9th.
And you hope it doesn't happen very often, but in this game, Paul Molitor asking the bullpen to get 15 outs in a 9-inning game, with Aaron Slegers lasting just 4+ innings. Malik Smith will lead things off.
And Escobar in, taking the bunt away.
And Belisle, who no longer has the velocity he once had, but he's got pinpoint control. He is, as a relief pitcher, somewhat what Bartolo Colon is as a starter. 1 strike. And softly lined to right, a leadoff hit for Smith.
Smith picking up his first hit.
Logan Morrison is going to hit for Jesus Sucre. Morrison's had a bit of a flu bug he's been dealing with. Didn't play last night, didn't play today until now. Morrison in a rare pinch hitting appearance. Belisle gives up a soft single to start the inning.
Yeah, Morrison played first base here on Monday night.
3 for 8 with a home run as a pinch hitter. To Mauer. Out at second, return throw. Joe kept a foot on a bag, a double play. What an athletic play by Joe Mauer. The return throw off target, and Mauer, trying to find the bag with his right foot, was able to keep that foot on the bag.
Nice, very nice play by Joe. Only 1 error on the year, and that was in foul territory. Watch him field this ball cleanly. Give Polanco a good throw. Polanco's relay throw up the line, but Joe in that 6'5" frame, able to keep that toe on the outside part of that bag for the double play.
2 down, bases empty, and now Kiermaier. Off the plate, ball 1. And now 2-0. To left field. Adrianza is there, and the Twins win the finale here at Tropicana Field.
You know, after dropping the first 2 ball games, this is a big win for the Twins as they head to Kansas City. Nice going, guys.
Good win for the Twins, and on to Kansas City. And Anthony, it was a slow start to the month of September, but the fact of the matter is, in the last 10 games, the Twins are 6-4, and they'll take that.
Joe, you want the ball?